Hi, this is DarkFox127 and welcome to a Scrum Creation Kit tutorial video. This is going to be the 9th in my scripting tutorial series, and I was planning on taking it in a very specific direction, but instead, due to an issue that I've been having and the fact that I now have a slight workaround for it, I thought I'd make this about that issue in case anybody else is having the same problem and they do need a workaround. Now, the problem I'm talking about is where you'll load up the kit one day, you'll go to create a script or edit an existing script, you'll type it all up, and then you'll go to compile, and for some reason the kit doesn't do it. Now, the best thing to do is go ahead and show you what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and click add like we usually do, and you'll usually get your error message if you've loaded up the DLCs. I've already gone ahead and ignored that. We'll double click new script. You'll give your script a name, so in this case I'm going to call mine DarkFox127 script. Going to go ahead and click OK, and what would happen is we'll have a few seconds of nothing, and then it will go ahead, create the script, put it in there, and we can go ahead and edit the source. So we're going to see what happens now. Now you'll have one of two things happen. You'll see what happened there. Window got flashed up behind my render window. The script wasn't created. What normally happens didn't happen. In fact, you'll probably get that the kit is not responding for a short amount of time. I'm just going to move my render window back up there. That's really annoying. And as you can see, I've got this error. Now, I have no idea, like I said, why this has happened.
That didn't go so well.
Maybe we did something wrong.
Or didn't do something. No, what happened happened and couldn't have happened any other way.
I just loaded up the kit, as I usually do, to edit Mershku, my upcoming mod with Eleonora, and bam, script wouldn't compile. I was like, okay, that has given me no reason as to why it hasn't compiled. Like, usually you've missed something, so obviously check my script over. And I thought, okay, I'll try and edit an existing script, and I get the same problem. Now, people are probably going to comment in the comment section, and yeah, if you've got a reason as to why this is happening and a proper fix to fix up the creation kit itself, that would be fantastic. But I've searched Google, I've asked numerous people, and at the minute, there's no proper fix for it that I can find. I've been talking to other people that are very talented with the kit, and they have no idea why this has happened. Some people have had this error message and it's just gone away. Now, one thing that people have tried is going to Steam, your library, tools, creation kit, alternate click, properties, and this is what a lot of you are probably going to go ahead and recommend. And you would verify the tool cache. And what that does, goes through all of the files for the creation kit, checks what's there, check what isn't. If there's something missing, it'll put it there, and it usually fixes problems. The other thing, of course, is to alternate click, properties, local files, and then just delete local tool content. That'll wipe the kit off your system. In fact, the next step that you could even do is go ahead and my case computer, C programs, program files. You basically navigate to wherever the creation kit is installed, which will be in your Skyrim main folder, and there'll be specific creation kit files in here that you'll just go ahead and delete. You'll get rid of the papyrus compiler, all of that, and then it'll put it all back. You can try that, and I've tried it and nothing works, nothing happens. In fact, this happened prior to me doing a complete reinstall of my operating system, my entire machine. Now, I didn't do that because of this, but it did have a slight saying to me deciding to do it. I've been having to do this for a long time, clean my machine, so I thought, why not? That'll probably just fix this problem and fix a lot of the other problems I'm having, and it'll just give me a fresh install. So I thought, okay, I took the night, I took 3-4 hours to do it, transfer all my files over, and reinstall my operating system, came to the kit, and lo and behold, I got the same error. So this is with a complete fresh install of Windows, and somehow I got the same error. Now, that is astonishing. Now, that would mean one of two things. It could be a virus, maybe, or for some reason, the creation kit has been messed with, or the files that people download for the creation kit have been messed with, and something's been changed, something's gone wrong. I don't know, and it doesn't really matter right now. Like I say, if people have got a fix, if anyone's got a fix, that's great. Let me know about it, either with a personal message or in the comment section below. But all that aside, what I'm also going to show you that it does is if we go and navigate to your scripts, where it usually places what are called PEX files, PEX files. These are your compiled versions of your scripts. As you can see, it's actually put darkfox127 script, but it's a .pas file. This is obviously incorrect. This is throwing up issues, and it's kind of weird. Now, if we go into the source, one good thing, and if we search for our script, you'll see that it's put the PSC file there, and we could actually like edit this with Notepad, and it has created it. It has done the script name, darkfox127 script, extends, object reference, that's there, it's created it. Very weird, but it hasn't compiled it properly. One other thing to note is if you were to go ahead and add, you'll find because it's a PAS file, it's not going to find it now. But you can also add an existing script. So if I just grab my auto sort script that I'm working on with Mershcool, add that in there. You can edit the source, you can look at it as usual. You can go, you would usually Control and S or File or Save. It'll be a few seconds depending on how long your script is, and then bam, it would save and compile, unless of course you made a mistake. And usually what happens is down here in the compiler output, you'll get the reason why it hasn't compiled, and as you can see, there is no reason. There's nothing wrong with this script. I can tell you now, this entire script is absolutely fine, perfect, nothing wrong with it, and it doesn't compile. Funny thing is, if you go build, compile, without saving, anytime this week, it's compiled successfully. Very, very strange. So, what's happening, as I understand, and as I have been told, there are two executables here in Papyrus Compiler. You have the assembler and compiler, and for some reason it appears that the creation kit is pointing toward the Papyrus assembler rather than the Papyrus compiler, which is throwing up the issue, making it create a PAS file instead of a PEX file. So I was talking to a new friend of mine who was extremely helpful in sorting this out. Her name's Leanne. She helped out with this, and she decided the best way to do it was to have a workaround and create a batch file. So if we go under my Skyrim data folder here, she has created a batch file and given me permission to share it with you all. As you can see it here, Skyrim compiler.bat. And I will upload this to my website for anyone having this trouble, and I'm going to show you how to create scripts and how to edit, compile your scripts without having a problem. Now, unfortunately, this means that your usual method for creating scripts is going to be a little more long-winded than usual. However, I have found that I'm actually enjoying it. It seems to be a hell of a lot easier to edit scripts with Notepad++. So, let's pretend, first of all, I mean, the easiest thing to do is to edit an existing script. So if we go under Data, Scripts, Source, in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and find my auto sort script, which is at the top. As you can see, it's got a PAS file here. This is something where it mucked up with it before, and I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. So I want to make a PEX file here, which is the thing we can't seem to do right now. I'm going to find the source for the script I've already written, auto sort. I'm going to edit it with Notepad++. Now, if you don't know what Notepad++ is, it's a far more advanced version of Notepad sort of thing with a load of other options. It's great for reading specific scripting languages, and it's very good at picking up new languages that it doesn't understand, or having a decent enough guess at how they lay out and how they work. It just highlights things out a hell of a lot better. In fact, it does a lot more than the creation kit built-in Papyrus scripting does. It makes things quicker, if anything. Now, I'm not going to go through and just explain what Notepad++ is. You can, of course, use normal Notepad and edit your scripts in there, and then you can just compile them the way I'm going to show you using the batch file. But I would recommend using Notepad++. It's far easier, far better. It's just going to be a breeze with this. So as you can see, I've got my auto script in here. I've opened up that source, which is the PSC file, and I would make my changes to my script, and all you're going to do is hit the save button once you're done. And if you are making an existing script, you're going to want to go ahead and literally create, alt click new, a text document. You're going to want to just leave that, open that up. As you can see, you would write your script in here, or you'd open it with Notepad++. You will rename it to the script that you want. You'll see that it's .text. We don't want that. We're going to want to change that in a moment, but I'm going to name it first. I will just put more S test 02. Where's that? Put that. As you can see, it's a text file. Rename it. Get rid of the file extension on the end. Now, you might have file extensions hidden on your machine. You'll have to change that in the folder options. I'm not going to tell you how to do that. If you don't know how, then you probably shouldn't really be scripting. And I'm just going to change the extension on the end to PSC. You'll get a little warning from Windows usually saying, are you sure you want to do this? It's going to mess things up. It's like, yep, go ahead. And then you can edit that with Notepad++. And you can go ahead and create your own script. Now, something that we're very used to doing with the creation kit is being able to have it make a script, and it puts that first line in itself. It says script name, name of your script, and it puts extend object reference, or what else it extends, because if it's magic, it might be extending a magic effect. Now, you have to be aware of that. So this is going back to basics in a way. You're going to have to make sure that you put that line in yourself. Now, you can either copy it from an existing script if it's pretty much the same apart from the name, which is what I usually do. And a great feature with Notepad again is it opens up things that you've recently had open. So you can just go ahead and paste, or to be more specific, it doesn't close them, it keeps them there in case you need them again, unless you click out the tabs. So I'm going to paste that, and then I can go ahead and write my script. So I can go ahead and put my on activate and things like that. Now, you'll probably be thinking, well, usually I would save in the creation kit, and if I have messed up, I will be told what's wrong with it. Yeah, well, that's not going to be done in Notepad++, but it is going to work with the batch file. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and save that. I'm not bothered about it. I'm going to go ahead and recompile my auto sort one with the batch file. Now, like I said, I had it, as you can see there, I've closed it now, but it was in my Skyrim folder. I recommend that you just dump it in the same, but if you need to access it quickly, create a shortcut and rename it like I have here. I've just put script runner. I'll double click that, or of course, without the shortcut, you just double click it in the Skyrim folder. And Leanne has created a fantastic little batch file, and all you have to do without the extension, just put the name of your script. So mine is more S auto sort. More S auto sort. Make sure that it's right, because if it isn't, it's just going to throw an error. And this should compile if you hit enter. You'll get a few seconds like the creation kit does, and it should say compilation successful. Now, if you want to know about your errors, what's wrong with your script, this should do exactly the same as the creation kit does, and it will tell you what is wrong, or it will give you hints. So you will see that in here. Easy as that. Okay, and if we go into data, you'll remember that we deleted that PEX file, and we should have one now. Auto sort, there it is. The only thing I've noticed with this is, for whatever reason, it all goes in lowercase, and I'm a bit weird with this stuff, and I like it in uppercase. So if I really want, I can go ahead and change that. I can put more S auto sort, as long as I don't change the name to something irrelevant and different. So there we go. It's nice and tidy for me, but that's nothing really. A lot of you won't be bothered by that. And your source is still in here. Brilliant. So there we go. That is the workaround. Like I say, if anybody knows why this is happening, what the hell's wrong with it, please let me know in the comment section below, or a PM. But yeah, massive thanks go to Leanne for writing up this batch file. It took a few hours, and it's pretty much saved my bacon. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to continue modding, because I've tried reinstalling the kit. I've tried absolutely everything, the usual basics at least, and I have no idea why it wasn't working. But now I can continue to mod and get Mershgrim released at some stage. So yep, that is it. That is how you work around this problem for whatever reason it crops up, and if anybody else has had it. And if you have got the problem and you've had to use this or had some other way, please let me know. I would be interested in knowing how many people have had this problem. So that's it. Please check out my usual links, antisocial websites, my main website, all of that. Keep up to date with my mods because I've got a few things happening now, rather busy. That's why there hasn't been a video in a while prior to this one. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you next time.